Now I'm feeling limitless. Why life's so serendipity. My cash is landed heftily. You're looking at the man, sheriff. I am not your deputy. Player Bill Bellamy. My tailor's in Beverly. I still stand steadily and standing on integrity. Standing on my 2 feet, flying with the crew. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Gone Global Records show. Right now, we have the lovely host, Love. This is my first interview. We set this up because it's only right to do this on the Gone Global Records podcast. So, Arasmus, this is my first interview. Let's get into it right now.
Everybody, it's your girl, Love, with an exclusive interview with one of my favorite artists from Chicago, up and coming, Arasmus, going global. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Listen, you really are one of my favorite artists. I've been listening for a while. I got a couple of questions I want to ask you today.
Okay.
For starting off, like a lot of people are on the outside looking in. I want you to tell everybody, from your perspective, what it was like growing up in Chicago.
Well, growing up in Chicago for me was it's pretty wild. Like, we had some real rough times, especially as youngins, as shorties, me and my brother. So, we grew up in I want to say a 2-bedroom spot. So my mother had a room and the rest of us had a room. I'm the youngest of 4. So my sister, there's 2 beds in there, 2 twin beds. And we shared those beds together, sleeping head, feet. So those humble beginnings, I really know about it. That's in the younger years. As far as like growing up as a teenager, things got a little wicked, man. Guys was in the streets.
A little wicked,
Real.
A little trouble growing up.
A little wicked, man.
Hard to stay out. All right, like I said, I've been listening since 2019. My favorite album was your latest release, Dreams Are Not Illusions.
Nice.
Do you have a favorite song or album out of everything that you've done? Because I noticed you have a big body of work.
Damn, that's a hard one, man.
One?
You can't ask no artist that love.
No,
the favorite
top 3. Can we get a top 3?
Top 3. So top 3, number 1 right now is Lost in Santorini.
Okay.
Just shot that video in L.A.
In L.A.? How was that?
Y'all gotta go check that out. That joint nice. So Lost in Santorini, definitely top 1. Then I would say Beachy. Beachy has always been a fan favorite. And Chris Angel off the Black Pyramids album.
Okay. I love Chris Angel. I listen to that as well.
Nice.
Okay. Listen, when did this become a passion for you? So has it been something that you've always been chasing, something that you picked up recently? Tell us when you started this thing.
Music became a passion for me at, I want to say, at the age of 10, maybe 12.
10, 12. So you started early.
Yeah, so I was a youngster. So my dad, he was an artist as well. He played the guitar. I remember him playing the acoustic guitar, and he had an electric guitar. So down the hill in the trails, he had this amplifier that he hooked up to his electric guitar. He used to piss all the neighbors off. Here's
playing
my
loud
dad.
Music.
Act like he's goddamn Jimi Hendrix or something.
Okay.
Just playing his blasting speaker. So he had a studio. My dad Herbert had a studio. And me and my brothers and sisters, we recorded music off of the old shit, like the tapes.
Okay.
He stuck a tape in there and it had 7 tracks. So Apollo learned how to do it and how to record. Like, he was like an engineer. And that's when I started getting into it and wrote my first rap with my friend Rich. And it was over from then. I just love it. Just a euphoric feeling.
It's really consistent is what I noticed. So one of the things I also like is how you switch up from rapping to ballads. Do you have a preference? Do you like to do a lot of hard rap, or do you like to slow it down?
No preference.
No preference?
Probably, if there was a preference, I would say it used to be more hard rap.
More hard rap?
I used to just like hardcore rap somebody's damn ears off. And I will say that this younger generation kind of opened me up to being a little bit more melodic and to expressing the art in a different way.
I think it's good. Everybody can't do both.
Everybody can't do both. But if you remember, 50 Cent came out clowning Ja Rule for singing.
And then he started singing.
Yes. And then now this new style of rap is melodic and people are singing. But at the end of the day, it's always been singing. All the artists, in hip hop, rap hasn't always had to be just so hardcore in one way. So the days are over and the days have changed. So yeah, it's different.
Yeah, you're definitely in your own box. What's your creative process? So do you write your lyrics down? Do you memorize? Do you freestyle? Tell me about how you get into the mode and get the stuff on paper.
Man, I usually don't let people in my process, man.
We gotta know. Just give us a little snippet.
Well, I do freestyle. I freestyle a lot. I'm a freestyle champion. For y'all that don't know, I'm a motherfucking freestyle champion. This is what I do, like real talk. I'm a freestyle champion. Like, I let it loose. So that's usually what I do. I go in the studio. If I feel real nice, I start freestyling. boop, 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 let them jokers loose. Then I go back and clean it up.
Okay, so you memorize from there. You don't do any writing.
Nah, I don't do no more writing no more.
Okay, that's kind of
I don't
awesome.
do no more writing no more. But what I will do is if I'm doing like a feature for somebody, especially, you know, if I'm getting paid, I'll make sure I polish that down. But I used to write, but what I learned is that the writing is slowing me down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these words are coming faster than I can write. And then by the time I write it out, I'm forgetting what I'm saying. So just let it all be said the first time and you're good.
I like that. If it was one artist that you could collaborate with, past or present, who would it be? I wanted to ask you right now, but past or present?
Man, past or present?
Past or present.
Yo, Lil Wayne.
Doesn't have to be Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, man.
I think that's kind of a
Weezy,
great
that
choice.
dude, man. Lil Wayne's that dude, man. Even now, you know, he's transcended 3 eras. But
Okay.
then again, Kanye West, man. You know, me being from Chicago, Kanye has always been that guy. And you know what? At this point, I like to work with Fat Money.
Is Fat Money a Chicago artist?
Yeah, that's a back home artist type
Okay.
deal. So yeah, I like to keep it Windy City right there and do something like that. Yeah.
Speaking of Windy City Breeze is one of my favorite songs, in addition to a few others. When you're making these songs, are you coming from experience or are you just freestyling to get something good on paper?
Nah, definitely experience.
Okay.
Always
All right.
experience. All the music is experience. It's an expression of life. I will always say it's what you're doing right now, what you have done, or what you want to do.
Okay.
I will
I
always
love
say, you know, that's the guidelines of which I make my music. It's things I said on record that I went and did. Even traveling the world or some of the places before I traveled to them, I said I was going to do it. So now I got to do it type deal. And, you know, you kind of speaking things into existence. But a lot of that stuff is like real deal, what has happened. And that's why when I make the music, to be honest with you, what I'm trying to say here. When I make this music, sometimes I got to take months off before I create music because you got to live life.
Correct.
You got to live life in between it.
Have more experiences,
Yeah.
have things to write about, so it's not always constant.
Yeah, things that are piquing your interest and things that are really hitting that creative vibe. So yeah, sometimes I take a month off or two, but then it's like all in my head. I got to get to the
You
mic
gotta
and
get
let
it
it out.
out.
I got to let it out,
Okay.
yeah. Got to. Trying to tell me, sir, we don't know if they're ready. Bitch, we got the executive suite. It better be ready. Now I'm feeling limitless. Why life's so serendipity. My cash is landed heftily. You're looking at the man, sheriff. I am not your deputy. Player Bill Bellamy. My tailor's in Beverly. I still stand steadily and standing on integrity. Standing on my 2 feet. Flying with the crew chiefs.